years ago, I went to the Cité du Cinéma in Paris to visit an exhibition called Star Wars Identities. At the beginning, we were given bracelets, interactive bracelets, and we were told that we were going to have a journey and design our own characters within the Star Wars universe. And so as it started, on the one side, we were having all of this content, objects, drawings, elements from the Star Wars studios that were exposed. And on the other side, step by step, we had some videos, educational content about how a character is built. So at the first step, for example, we had a choice to make. Were we going to be human or alien? So that was a bit more, I guess, the genetic choice. The step after that was the type of upraising we had, like the type of parenthood. And on the other hand, we were discovering Anakin Skywalker and how was the parenting that he went through and how that impacted who he became. Another step was what types of friends and people were around him, the influences that he had socially. And then another step, did he have a mentor? And then we had to make choices for our own characters also. There were also steps like a key event in their life. Was there like a civil war that created a wound and impacted who they were going to be? Unforgettable events. And at some point, the characters were building up and there were scales showing whether they were quick to anger or if they were very highly focused, positive characters, ambitious or not. And so at the end, of course, we had the dark side that invited us, and we could choose whether or not to go to the dark side or stay with the Jedis. And so this was a very, very cool experience for me because it brought together culture, creativity, educational content, psychology, and it was showing me all these layers of identity. I started my professional career working as a strategic planner and I was working in advertisement. But after the first 5 years, I was really getting fascinated about how we think, why we think the way we do, why we behave the way we do, who are we as individuals. And that's when I decided to go to a coaching school where I could learn cognitive behavioral therapy, amongst other things. And so I strongly believe that this exhibition was one of the inspirational moments that really stimulated my brain and showed me that I had an interest in this and that I absolutely wanted to be the detective to go and explore all of those layers and how can we put those together to see the bigger picture. And as individuals, how can we have a better understanding of what's going on so that we can actually have an impact on it and become the designers of our own worlds, of our own selves. Another thing also that I kept in mind after that exhibition was that, wow, all my life people have been telling me that my creativity is too complex. And here we had these people who were inventing social, economical dynamics for each planet in this fictional universe. And I was like, nah, complexity is not the problem, is how you put all of it together in a meaningful way so that you can share it with the world. So that was a very inspiring moment in my life. And this is also one of the elements I think that will help you understand why there are all of these interviews in this podcast, why I'm so interested in it, and how the diversity of perspectives, when they come together, like we like it in Ayurveda, like the diversity, the complementarity of science, art, culture, all of these things, when they're put together, then we can really have a clear, exciting view of our world and our lives.